Hello, all you beautiful human beings. Welcome to week 6 of the Abundance Mindset Protocol. Can you even believe that it's been 6 weeks already? I was just thinking, such is life in the beautiful months of Nova Scotia and Eastern Canada. Chris, I know you're in New Brunswick. The Maritime provinces, when we get 8 weeks of summer, that's about it. So week 6 is the earth element. So first, I'd like to congratulate everybody for coming this far and really putting the effort in that you have. I know I've gotten to connect with a lot of you so far in our one-on-ones, and I really, and just even in our group chats, you guys, you're all making real progress. Be happy with that. That's amazing. Huge pat on the back, because you undertook this course to go in and explore what was happening in your own abundance mindset, and you are actively participating each week in order to keep expanding that and keep reaching for more. That's what abundance is all about. So big congratulations and much gratitude for showing up every week and being there and participating. It's so humbling to put out the work and see people grab onto it and really take it by the reins and go for it. So thank you all very much. So without further ado, the earth element. So we're really focusing, and we talked a little bit about this in a couple of our group sessions. We're really focusing on the root chakra here. This is like number one. This pulls it all together. We really come full circle. So we started with ether, relationships, right? Understanding that we're in a relationship with absolutely everything in our lives, including the earth. And we're coming full circle to the earth element to connect that all together, to look at, again, probably the second most important relationship in our lives, and that relationship with Mother Earth. Nature is everything. It's the ground we walk on, the water we drink, the food we eat, the sun that grows the food that we eat, the ocean. It is everything, absolutely everything. So, and what's really cool about that relationship with nature is that the sun and the water and the earth, they give to us unconditionally, without ever asking. Asking in the way that to take care of it and respect it, but it's an unconditional relationship. It's the epitome of love. So to spend time on the earth element is very, very important. And that's why in almost every single week, we've continuously come back to spending more time in nature. Always doing that, always being able to spend time there reflecting, always being able to, everything we need, we can get from the earth. So really being able to tap into that and take advantage of, I don't want to use that word, connect and co-create with what is here on this planet for us. So, physical matter, energy, root chakra. Also, if I mentioned last time, if you follow archangels or use them in your practice, the earth element is associated with Archangel Ariel. So, we're really talking about personal health and physical well-being a lot, right? So, it's really, the beautiful part of it is that it is responsible for all of the gifts that we receive, right? So the earth element manifests as our personal security, our connection to nature, our financial security, even in our nutrition, of course. Are we putting beautiful organic food in our bodies? Are we taking care of it? Are we eating sugar all the time? Are we eating processed food that doesn't come from the earth all the time? What are we doing? Are we spending time in nature? Have you taken time to think about your relationship to eating animals, to eating animal products? What does that mean to you? How do you feel about that in terms of the cycle of life? And really, it's interesting to think of the cycle of life. We can think of The Lion King, and immediately that song comes into my head when I think cycle of life. But something that Ricky said to me about the cycle of life the other day, which was, I really thought that was interesting, and it kind of did a little bit of settling a few things for me in terms of my own relationship with eating animal products or eating even plants, right? Because I mean, everything, our cars, finances, relationships, work, our laptop that I'm using to film this right now, all nature, right? It all comes from rocks, minerals, like bring it all right down to the very building blocks. That's why we do everything in the elements, because they are all the, you know, you see like this one here is the platonic solid for ether. And those 5 elements are the building blocks, the solids that make everything. So, you know, it really, he described it like this. It's like nature's like this, like, I know that sounds crazy, but I totally got what he meant. It's like it's just constantly evolving, constantly moving forward, decaying, life, death, love, you know, polarity happening all the time. So we're constantly moving forward, always evolving, always evolving. And as human beings, we do that too. Our personalities are constantly evolving. Our bodies are constantly evolving. We age, we change, we expand, we grow. You know, think of when you first learned to walk to now where you're learning to drive. You know, this, well, not, I mean, now I learned to drive now, but I know you guys probably, a lot of you learned earlier, but you know, just the evolution that we go through as humans, it's all so connected to nature. We mirror nature, right? And as I talked about too, even our relationship with the moon last time, right? Why do we celebrate the full moon? Why do we talk about it? Why are we connected to that? Our body, 75% water, same thing. We've got this body that's, I think, the way that I've heard it broken down, we're about 12% earth. So that being the physical aspect, you know, even our hair, right? It's like this part it's only alive under our scalp. This is just actually dead organic matter. And that's why there's all those products out there to take care of it, because if you don't take care of it, it starts to look all kinds of crazy. So it's all about the respect, right? And that reciprocal relationship. So this week we had the really fun homework assignment. I hope you guys had fun with it. It's just, there's no pressure involved, right? It's just really about expanding your horizons, going above what you would normally kind of assume is the way you're going to make an income, and get creative with it, right? Really express yourself, really see what's in there, right? Like the stuff that came to you right away, that's the real shit. That's the stuff that you care about. That's the stuff that that excites you, right? Like, and I'm sure there might have been, you know, 5 is an interesting number, so there might have been a few in there tossed where you're like, yeah, okay, just gotta get something, right? But just really going within and seeing what naturally comes up for you, what lights you up, right? There's a difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation being something that's coming externally to you to motivate you to continue to do something, or something that is inspirational, which is something that you wake up and you don't even need to think about doing. And a lot of our addictions are like that. You know, I wake up and I don't even have to think about coffee. I'm going to the counter to make coffee. But, you know, something that I require motivation to do, exercise, right? That motivation of, you know, being 60 and still being healthy, you know, being able to walk, all of these things, right? There's an outside motivation there that's coming in to me to keep me going now. So I've got a lot of really interesting questions for you guys, and a lot of them are focusing on your connection to the earth. If we're talking about security issues, we're talking about your connection to your root chakra. We're talking about how, you know, do you find it hard to connect to Mother Earth? Are you able to do that? Are you often in your head? Are you in places where you don't really feel alive? Like, what's happening there? Are you feel rooted? Do you feel secure? Is that something that you've never felt? So there's a lot of good reflection stuff in there, guys. But really, you know, in the next couple of days so we meet again on the call, I want to just throw that out there to think about, you know, how do you interact with Mother Earth? What's your relationship to her? And in general, you know, what's your relationship to your food? What's your relationship to your body? What's your relationship to your physical security? About, do you feel like you deserve to be alive? Do you feel like you deserve to be here on Earth? That you have something to contribute, that you matter? Think about those things, because they're interesting, and they can be so subconscious that we don't even realize that those things that we might waver on in that context are actually kind of holding us back from, or keeping us in that fear-based mentality around abundance, around striving for that personal health and physical well-being, like connecting to it in a real way. All right, guys, it's kind of sad, last day, but it's been a pleasure. I can't wait for our call on Monday. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Oh, by the way, I will be 30 when we talk on Monday. It's a big deal. The dirty 30. The end of my 20s. Can't wait to celebrate it with you guys. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you soon.